Hello, I'm Ivan Zhdanov. Thanks for being here. The top stories today: Russia, Ukraine, and some international news. In the Kursk region, the Russian army has taken control of the village of Nikolaevo-Daryno. Fighting is also ongoing around Kurilovka. However, Ukrainian forces continue to hold a significant part of the Kursk region. In recent weeks, battles there have intensified, and many images of destroyed equipment from both sides have appeared. In Chasiv Yar, Donetsk region, fighting is taking place south of the refractory plant. The city is completely destroyed. The offensive on Chasiv Yar began in April last year. Since then, the Russian army has been continuously attacking in an attempt to capture the city. At night, Russian drones attacked Nikolaev and Sumy. In Mykolaiv, 2 people were injured. The top floor of an apartment building was destroyed, and a fire broke out in one of the apartments. A transport company building and several cars were also damaged. In Sumy, the strike partially destroyed the top floor of a 2-story private house. In total, rescuers report damage to certain houses. 3 people suffered minor injuries. In Russia's Kursk region, residents of areas near the border with Ukraine held a protest. This is not the first time it has happened. They recorded an appeal to the governor. In their message, they demand a meeting with the authorities and a solution to their housing problems. Their homes were damaged or destroyed during the war. Desperate people are quoting Putin, despite the fact that he started this war and that they have been left without homes. Today, residents of the Kursk regions launched a campaign called "We Are Important People," demanding the evacuation of their relatives from occupied territories. According to them, around 3,000 Russians are still in an area controlled by Ukraine. One of the consequences of the war for Russia is rising food prices, and now there is a record price increase for potatoes. The price has risen by 92% according to official statistics. Currently, 1 kilogram of potatoes costs 57 rubles, which is about 60 cents. In general, the cost of a basic food basket has increased by 22% over the past year. While official inflation is at 9%, such price spikes hit the poorest and most vulnerable people the hardest. The solution to this problem will involve feeding people expired food. Recently, a presidential fund allocated 30 million rubles to create a national network of food banks. A charity organization called Food Bank Rus will collect near-expired products from manufacturers and stores and distribute them to families in need. Some incidents in Russia today. In Grozny, Chechnya, a major fire broke out at a shopping center on the market grounds during the night. Fortunately, no one was injured. The cause of the fire is still unknown. In Novosibirsk, an accident at a power substation left more than 1,000 homes without electricity. Additionally, power outages are affecting 9 districts in the region due to a heavy snowstorm with wet snow. Meanwhile, in the Krasnoyarsk region, the village of Khatanga is freezing. 3 days ago, the boiler house in this Arctic Circle settlement broke down. Now, temperatures have dropped to minus 50 degrees after the boiler failure. Pipes burst and the sewage system stopped working. Some homes have no hot or cold water, and indoor temperatures are approaching freezing. Local authorities promise urgent repairs, but are also blaming residents for not preparing their homes for the cold. Donald Trump has assigned special envoy for Ukraine, Kate Kellogg, to resolve the war in Ukraine within 100 days, reports the Wall Street Journal. However, few believe that such a short timeline is realistic. According to the publication, making a deal with Putin will be a much more complicated task than the new US president initially expected. But Trump has already revealed his strategy to bring Putin to the negotiation table. If Putin refuses to negotiate, Trump has threatened to impose new sanctions. He also said he expects to speak with Putin very soon and is ready for talks at any time Putin is willing. But now Putin faces another problem. The Syrian authorities have terminated an agreement with a Russian company regarding the management of the port of Tartus, where a Russian naval base is located. This likely means that Russian military ships will have to leave Syria. The lease agreement for the port was signed in 2019 for 49 years. Now the Russian military will be left only with the base at Chechnya airfield. Today is January 22nd. That was all the important news for now. Don't forget to like and leave a comment so more people can see the video. See you tomorrow.